Hi, I'm Pete from Don't Tell My Wife, and this is the S&T M1918. This is the M1918 BAR, or Browning Automatic Rifle. Developed in 1917 by John Browning and was brought into service in the early 1918s. The gun, with its 20-round detachable magazine, was designed to be hip-fired while advancing over no man's land. The BAR saw some action in World War I, but was not standard issue for the US Army until 1938. This is when it was issued as a portable machine gun, and a bipod was fitted to the BAR. The BAR saw extensive service in World War II, the Korean War, and some limited service in the Vietnam War before being replaced by the squad automatic weapon. So, as you can see, this gun is long. It's too long to actually fit in my camera frame. It comes in about 1.2 meters in length, which is just under 4 feet, I think. The gun is made out of metal and this plastic fake wood, and even though it's a fake wood, they've done a really good job on the detail as well. You've got some lovely grain there, and it, from far away, actually looks real. It's nice. It looks good. So the battery housing is back here in the stock. Now, all you've got to do is lift up the shoulder strap and you can see a little hole where you can push in and out, and it's sprung loaded. You're meant to be able to pull your Tamiya connector through that to connect your battery and then push it all through, but it's just too much hassle. Easiest way to do it is actually undo the 2 screws, one at the top and one on the bottom. That plate's going to come off and it's going to reveal your mini Tamiya, and you've got a lot of space there for batteries. On the top you have got an adjustable rear iron sight, and that's going to be for your windage and your elevation. The front iron sight is fixed, so you don't need to play around with that at all. It's all done on the controls on the back. So on the side of the gun you have got the charging handle, which when you pull it back is going to reveal your slide style hop unit, a bit like what you find in AKs. Underneath that you have got your fire selector as well. So even though it's got S, A and F, it's only got safe and full auto, so where the third function comes from I'm not too sure. It might be that the real steels did have a single fire action as well, but on the AIRSOFT version you've only got full auto and safe. Down below of course you've got your trigger and your trigger guard. Nice large trigger guard there, you're going to have no problems at all getting your fingers in there. The magazine release is actually this little button here in front of the trigger as well, and it's actually it's not that easy to actually get the magazine out. The gun does come with a 190 round magazine, and these are proprietary I'm afraid, so you can't go and get a standard M4 mag or a SCAR mag because these are 7.62 styles. Actually notice that the feed chamber at the top is not level with the magazine housing itself. It's actually dug in a little bit, so I don't know why they've done that. You're actually cutting down on the BB space as well, because these only hold 190 rounds and they are height cap style. So you've got that nice little widey wheel at the bottom. So moving along the top, of course you've got this nice metal outer barrel, and on top of this you've got your carry handle as well. Now this does move, it's quite stiff, so no matter which position you put it in, it's going to stay there. It's not going to flop around like you can find on some other guns. Personally, I wouldn't actually trust this to carry. I'll just hold it like you would a normal rifle. I've seen so many of these snap, not on this brand or this gun, but on heavier guns like the M60s and even some M249s as well, where the weight has just been too much for that metal and it's just sheared off. At the front of the gun you do have this bipod here. Now this can fold up so you can store it so it doesn't get in the way, or you can take it off completely. When you get it out of the box, the gun doesn't have the bipod attached, you do have to build that yourself. It's very simple, it's very easy, it's just some wing nuts and some clips. You need to take the front end off, and that's just a counterclockwise screw. Slide it on and you're good to go. So looking at the internals quickly, it does come with a 500mm inner barrel and an adjustable hop like I said before. It's one of those slideys like you find in the AKs. The gearbox is full metal, but it's proprietary, so it's not your standard version 2 or version 3 style, but it does take V2 style gears and some of the other parts as well. On top of that, it does come with a short stand motor. So, nice compact, it's got some version 2 parts in it. Let's go and see what it does on the range. So straight away I've taken the bipod off the front because it's just too heavy. It makes it front heavy, you can't use it at all. With it off, it's a lot more balanced, it's nicer to use, you can actually hold it up for a longer period of time. The trigger is really sluggish on this, and when you pull it back, it takes forever before that motor actually engages the gearbox and starts shooting rounds. Once it starts shooting rounds, it just keeps going and going and going. You wind the magazine fully and it empties the whole thing. You don't need to rewind it again. It's a one wind job and then that's good for the whole mag. Other than that, it's quite fun to shoot. It's got a low FPS, but at the same time, I'm quite enjoying it. So there we have it. FPS wise, around the 250 mark. I was really disappointed on that. I was expecting 330, 340. A lot of places online are saying it's doing that. This one just wasn't, so it needs a bit of work, I'm afraid. However, when it came to shooting it, it was great fun. Just pulling that trigger, letting those BBs fly and hit that target, not a problem at all. Put a huge smile on my face. Like I said earlier, with the bipod on, if you are shoulder firing this, it is going to be very front heavy and it does strain your arms quite quickly. Take it off and it's a lot more usable, it's a lot more manoeuvrable. It's still long, but it's a lot easier to control than with the bipod on. Other than that, it's a great looking replica. It's perfect for World War II reenactors or anything like that. Or if you just like the look of this gun, it's going to sit so well with everything else. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and until next time, thanks for watching.